not the music, but an idea. What is that about?
And once we have a conception, then we discuss who's going to sing it, what year it's going to take place, in what personality the voice will come. All these various
everything that goes into it.
Ingredients are discussed long before any melodies or lyrics. And then we start saying, well, what's a good angle? What's a new angle? Because so many songs have been written, we try to come up with something that's a little different. That's why we invent words sometimes. Higitus figitus, migitus mum, presta digitonium. Well, actually, we had a need for magic. Merlin was going to have to move, and he wanted to take all of his equipment with him, his books and his maps and all the things that he needed. And
stuck them all
in a little carpet bag, in a little suitcase, and we didn't want to say abracadabra. That we just wanted to do different words. So how would he do this, you know? And the conversation was, oh, he's British, you know, and we have to have sort of a British-sounding magic, and also it's sort of Latin, because he's very into Latin and Greek and all that. So
we came up with higitus, figitus.
Because higitus from Higginbottom, that sounded, you know, very British. And then higitus, figitus, migitus, mum, like you were declining some Latin. So it higitus, figitus, migitus, mum, resta digitonium. We're packing to leave. Come on, let's go. Books are always first, you know.
Oh, where was I, boy?
Hockety-pockety?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Diminish dictionary. That word's in your vocabulary. Hockety-pockety, walkety-whack. That's the way we've got to pack. Higitus, figitus, migitus, mum, presta digitonium.
What a way to pack.
That was our first animated feature. But we didn't know too much about how pictures were made.
We learned that one must really pre-establish thematic lines within a musical film, and so that the melodies of the songs are utilized in background as well as in foreground when they're sung. We got more clout with Walt's confidence in us, and so eventually Walt would say we could talk to the musical director of the film, and we could involve ourselves in the spotting of the film. After the film is filmed and the songs are in, you spot the underscoring, and we were there in spotting sessions and things like that, so that helped a lot. We pressed forward with that in mind on all our future pictures, and so they were far more integrated. The songs were nice. I mean, they worked very nicely within the scenes, but then they didn't bring the melodies forward.
See, if they used the melodies after the song was sung, it would keep the audience apprised of what was going on in the characters.
In opera, they call it leitmotifs, characters, personality, themes, continue. In Poppins, you heard it all the time. Erwin Kostel, who did a great job on that. I mean, whenever Mary Poppins was there, you heard Spoonful of Sugar, and when Bert was there, you heard Chim Chim Cheree. I mean, these are things that you heard. I mean, it's constant. And that's what we felt was missing in Sword in the Stone. We wrote several songs that were not used in the film. One was alluded to, I think, melodically, but was never sung, and that was The Blue Oak Tree. This would have been sung by the knights at the castle. It shows how stupid they were. And all they ever did every day was joust, and they would eat, and they would joust and drink and eat some more. And, of course, they had loyalty to this ridiculous blue oak tree on a field of white, which meant nothing. And we had fun with that one. Really.
It's weird.
To the blue oak tree on a field of white, we pledge our loyalty forever. The white stands for right, purity and might, and the blue stands for truth, yea, verily forsooth. So we drink our toast to the banner we love most, may it proudly wave on high. We will sing all night and all day, we will fight for the blue oak tree on a field of white, for the blue oak tree on a field of white.
One of the songs that I really liked very much, and Bob and I were very kind of pleased with it because it really was story, was The Magic Key. Nobody knows, but they wanted to tell story with this thing. In other words, they wanted to move the story forward to get Merlin and Wart, the little young King Arthur, to go back to that castle. And so they had to do it in a hurry, and the magic song worked. But originally we had, in The Sword in the Stone, we really wanted to emphasize the fact that the brains, the intelligence that Merlin was trying to imbue with the Wart, with the future king, was the key to the entire picture. Unfortunately, unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to express it musically. But that was one of the things we really wanted to do with the magic key, was saying a noggin full of knowledge is the magic key that nobody knows, but we do, don't we?
We do.
With a hey dum dairy and a dairy. Let me see. With a hey dum dairy and a dairy. Okay, I haven't played this in 40 years. Let's try one more time. Good that we have tape, right?
This was never used.
This has more meaning than higgitus, figgitus, miggitus, mum.
With a hey dum derry and a derry dum dee, fill your noggin full of knowledge, and then you'll see what a glorious experience your life will be. A noggin full of knowledge is the magic key. Magic key to what? The key to the doors to the future and past of both be yours to explore at last. The greatest adventure of them all, you see. A noggin full of knowledge is the magic key. Magic key, derry dum dee. Magic key, derry dum dee. With a noggin full of knowledge, you're bound to find the thrill of the ability to use your mind. Mathematics and philosophy and history are very necessary for the magic key. But I can't read. With a hey dum derry and a derry dum dee, you've got to learn the alphabet from A to Z. Letters make words, and words, you see, are very necessary for the magic key. A to Z, derry dum dee, A to Z, magic key. If you read your history and read it well, you can see why empires rose and fell. And if you learn the lessons of your history, yes, sir, you're possessor of the magic key.
I haven't played that in 37 years since we tossed it out of the movie. Sword in the Stone was a wonderful experience for us, and we certainly learned so much from it. And it really led to our future successes with such Disney classics as Poppins and Jungle Book and the Winnie the Pooh series and the Tigger movie.